So a very simple trick for that is just having your subject look off camera. If they're looking any other direction than your camera, this is more likely to give your image a natural feel. What's good, y'all? I'm Tay Price. If you're new, welcome to the channel. If you've been locked in, appreciate you for coming back. I know it's been a minute. I've been busy, working, traveling, family life, the whole thing. I was off to a good start with the YouTube content, and as soon as I got busy, that kind of came to a screeching halt. But nonetheless, here we are, back with another one. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump into it. So in this video, we're going to be talking about shooting lifestyle and e-commerce content. Two things that I want to hit home with you guys the most is one, how to efficiently set up one of these shoots, and secondly, how to position yourself with your content in order to land the ideal client. So when you're shooting lifestyle, the point is for the product to come off as relatable as possible. To do this, you can use a few things. You can use your location, settings, time of day, props, accessories, anything that's gonna support the lifestyle of the product that you are shooting. You also want to keep in mind the purpose for the images. What I mean is, are you shooting for ads? Are you shooting for website? Are you shooting for social? If you're shooting for social, are you shooting for real content? Are you shooting for feed? Are you shooting for TikTok? Are you shooting for Instagram? There's a lot of things that you kind of need to know prior to going into these shoots so you know how to format your shots. If you're shooting for website, maybe they just need banners. You want to shoot landscape, right? So you want to shoot a little bit more wide. Now, if you're shooting social and they just need real content, you might want to shoot everything in portrait. It just really depends on what the client's needs are. So you want to make sure that you're clear on all of this prior to your shoot. Now, I would recommend having a plan before your shoot. You might want to put together a vision board, a mood board, something with your ideas. And I use this one all the time. I tell you guys, use Pinterest, use Behance, use Instagram, screenshot stuff, send it to Photoshop. Put together a vision board so you have a visual representation of what you're looking to achieve for the shoot, or working with a creative director or art director and bouncing ideas to match the brand's aesthetic. This kind of depends on the production of your shoot. Not every shoot will be a huge shoot, so you may not have that many moving parts. It may just be a little bit more of an intimate setting where it's you, your client, and the talent, and that's fine too. But even in this scenario, I would recommend having a plan prior to going into your shoot so you know what you're doing, so you can move as efficient as possible without wasting anybody's time. Moving on to posing and staging your scene. You want to capture your talent as natural as possible. You need your model looking natural. You don't want anything to look forced about a lifestyle image. Everything needs to look very casual and smooth and easy on the eye. So a very simple trick for that is just having your subject look off camera. If they're looking any other direction than your camera, this is more likely to give your image a natural feel. Anytime that you have your talent engaged with the camera, now they're addressing the audience, and it's kind of like a, hey, look at me, I'm modeling. So by having them take their focus off camera, now it becomes a little bit more natural, and you allow the viewer to kind of be in the moment with what's going on. This is going to help you sell the lifestyle all while the product is still being viewed. Also, adding in props either for your talent or to build your setting a little bit can also help give your images more of a natural feel. In this scene, we added in pillows, rugs, and we gave a mug to the model just to give it more of like a cozy, homey vibe. You really want to make sure that the product is visible, but it also doesn't have to be the focal point of the image. With whatever you're doing, just keep in mind that you're selling a product, so it needs to be seen. So zoom out and show the entire scene. You do want to get detail shots, so it's okay to get some close-ups, but in order for you to immerse the viewer into the shot, you want to show everything. You want to show the peripheral details so that they can really get a sense of what's going on here. Lighting your subject can be very subjective. See what I did there? Again, this is going to go back to your planning process and your vision board. What matches the brand aesthetics? All of that is going to determine the lighting that you're using, so I can't really just give you a generic lighting setup. But what we did do here for our indoor scenes was use a continuous light instead of strobes. And I use strobes a lot if I'm using lighting, but for this particular instance, we used a Aperture 120D Mark II. And instead of pointing that directly at our subject, we bounced that off the wall just to give it more of a softer feel in the room. This gave us more of an ambient natural light, so it looked as if it was the natural lighting from in the room or coming from the window, instead of throwing a softbox on it and pointing it straight at our subject, which would have been too harsh and it would have looked like we forcefully put a light on the subject. So as you can see, this is more of a natural look. It's more of an ambient vibe with the lighting in these images. For the rest of our shots, we are able to just use natural light because we were outside and we were shooting just within golden hour. So we got lucky and had good directional light coming from the sun. Maybe you're new and you're looking to get into shooting more lifestyle stuff. Maybe you already shoot lifestyle stuff and you're just looking for some tips. Nonetheless, keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. Just make the content relatable. As long as you guys go into these shoots with a plan, you'll be more than fine. I don't want you guys to think too much about it. Make sure you guys plan it out. Of course, you will have creative ideas while you're on set, which is perfectly fine, and you can go down those rabbit holes when you get there. We're creatives, that's what we do. But you want to make sure that you have some type of blueprint prior to going into this, just to make sure that you're moving as efficient as possible during shoot time. And keep in mind that you're selling a product. So the point is to make this look as relatable as possible. So I hope you guys are able to apply some of this to an upcoming project that you might have. Set something up. If you're not getting booked for it, set it up for yourself and go out and practice. So that's all we got for this video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you know the next time we post. I promise it won't be as long as it was till this one. And if you guys want to know anything else, any other tips or anything that I have not yet covered, leave it down in the comments below. And make sure you guys go check out the new Send Deposit merch. We got the hoodies out for the fall season. Got some new colors in there for y'all. This color right here has actually been flying off the shelf. You gotta represent. You gotta let them know to take you serious that you mean business. That's at senddeposit.com. And follow me on IG if you're not already at Tay Price. And until the next time, I'll see y'all.